Hey everyone, ever feel overwhelmed by all the things you are supposed to care about? Today I'm breaking down one of my favorite books, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This book flips the script on conventional self help advice and shows you why caring less can actually lead to a fulfilling life. Stick around to find out the key lessons that can help you stop sweating the small stuff and focus on what truly matters. This is Anoop from Simple Bro, here to make your professional, personal, and emotional life simpler. In this book, there are 9 chapters, each with a different angle to look at the same thing, not to give a fuck about unimportant things and find out what the important values or things are and only give a fuck about. That's all this is about. Okay, the first chapter is about don't try. Let me check out. So, yeah, one of the things it's about feedback from hell in the first chapter. Don't try. It mentions ki if you chase something with all your things like abstract things like happiness, you will never find it. You will never be happy if you continue to search for what happiness consists. It's like, or if you want a perfect relationship, if you keep on wanting it more and more and more and more instead of be happy with what you have and improve what you already have. See what the issues are and solve those issues instead of I want something better, I want something better. You can never be happy with anything, relationship or any your professional life or something like that. You need to first find out the problems and improve them. So, and also it and it also includes this is called feedback from hell, which is key, the desire for more positive experiences. It's like we see in the social media, everyone is having a lot of positive experience, and the desire for it is what is causing us suffering, because the desire for more which we don't have and never satisfied because there are too many, everyone is feeling happy and positive and good lucky. That's what is causing you to be unhappy. So uh, they don't mention in the book, I will say, man, fuck off from social media. Social media is bad. Two, three of the things. It's like, and not giving a f does not mean being indifferent. It means being comfortable with being different. It's just that whoever you are, you have some issues. You have a lot of insecurities. I have a few insecurities about looks. I have a few insecurities about my weight. All those things makes me different. Some of the things, weight thing is all I can change, but some of the things you can't. This is who I am. Be comfortable with it. Accept what you are. Change what you can. Simple. And find out, and what not giving a fuck does not mean for everything you don't. You just find out what you can give a fuck about and how much difficult the hard work is required. Like for me, it's now I've figured out is creating products. I don't care if I'm not getting money out of it. I don't care how much time it takes, but I want to create products, which is my life or my friend's life or my close parents. Or I want to create products. I want to see it and make it. I just want an idea and make something out of it, not for the whole world, just for people I care about. That's what it gives me, and it may at the very start or the very end also may not make me a lot of money because I'm not doing market research and all that, but I can suffer all those things. I can face that adversity because that's my value. Creating products, like creating technologically advanced products, is my ikigai. Okay, then there's the second, happiness is a problem. It's we are making goals in the sense ki, like if when I was in college, I was like, if I get a package. If I get a good package, I'll be happy. I got a okay package, and then I got that good package later, a few years, but not really. So instead of thinking goals like that, have goals which are about this is a problem. I'll solve this problem, and solving those problem would make me so happy. And then I'll get another problem. Oh, solving that problem. You will never get rid of all your problems. Don't imagine after solving this problem that you will be, oh, you'll be happy forever. There is no happy forever. Sorry to say. Even imagining that would, thinking that there will be happy forever may give you slight motivation to work on it, but it will be afterwards a lot of disappointment when after that problem is solved you face it. Instead, just like, yay, I can solve this problem whenever I face, learn to solve that problem, then you'll get new problem and solve that problem and be happy ki, hey, if I ever face this problem I can solve it. Be confident on your skills instead. So I think what they simply mean is joy is in the climb itself. That's it. The third chapter is about um, it's you are not special. What it means is ki we are now in a society where average is being considered bad. Being average is the worst thing you can think of being. I don't want to give things about that because even mine is, it's like being average scares me more than anything else. But that's the thing. And you know what? But the problem is, even if you want to be the way to be exceptional, maybe there may be few lucky people who can be exceptional by doing exceptional things. But if you read up all everyone's biography, 99% of successful people have become successful not by doing exceptional things, but by doing the same mundane things, working on same. If you want to be a coder, just do competitive coding and do projects you can find simple for years. You'll become exceptional. But the thing is, the competitive coding, the product, and all those kind of things are not exceptional at the same time. They are just mundane work. Keep on doing mundane work. Try to enjoy the mundane work, and first try to find out the work, mundane work which you enjoy. Because without enjoyment, there is no learning and growth. Right? And there is a some. There are two types of entitlement. We all know about one where we are like, some people are entitled in like, I'm awesome and all of you suck and all those kind of, so I deserve special treatment. That's the common type. The other is also, I am bad, I am the worst, the victim mentality. Even if the worst thing has happened to you, it does not help you being thinking yourself as a victim, because you can never grow out of it. Yeah, but this is your one and only life, so taking yourself as a victim would only be key. There is something external happened and now there is nothing to be done about it. Don't be a victim. That's also a kind of entitlement. Victim is also a kind of entitlement. One more thing, the fourth chapter is about the value of suffering. It tells about a self-awareness over here, which I was reading about Buddha. I liked one quote from them was one, he got moksha when he sat under a neem tree, yeah, and he got moksha. And afterwards, when he started teaching everyone, then again he meditated for a long time. What he realized is the truth he got the first time he got moksha. Then he meditated on it. Then he found another truth, which dismissed most of the truth he got at the first time. So that's what we need to be self-aware. Ki whatever we know now, is stupid. Whatever we know tomorrow is way more better. Keep on improving yourself. There is no one real truth. Don't be egoistic. I know more. You know more. You know what is right, what is wrong for now based on the data you have now. Expand on it. Always keep on improving. Oh, one more quote that he changed it from Spider-Man, which was with great power comes great responsibility. But it's the opposite is also true. The opposite makes with great responsibility comes. Be responsible for your own life. Be responsible for your own suffering. Whatever there is a without suffering, there is no success. Suffering through the mundaneness of work, which where you want to succeed. All those suffering is what with taking that suffering, taking that responsibility. Yes, I'm feeling low. I'm feeling it, is what makes great suffering. Hmm. Also about the value. Suffering is also about what value you have chosen. If you choose a value key, um, what meant if you have chosen being rich is the value you have chosen, always being right, all those kind of temporary values which are not good. Those kind of if you choose those to be your happiness, pleasure, simple, small pleasure, and all those kind of things you choose, which are not really reality based, you can never be happy. You need to find values which are more positive, whose effects are more long term. Short term things can't be dependent, all they would make you are dopamine addicts and stuff. The fifth chapter is about you are always choosing. It's about key. We need to, even if we don't, we are choosing to be a victim. We are choosing not to take responsibility, or we are choosing to take too much responsibility. All of that is on us. Even if we have suffered through something, which I personally have had a great life, I haven't compared to most others. My life has been pretty chill. But uh, one of the things, there are very bad things which happen to people. And yeah, I am sad about that. You would be, everyone is sad about that. But the thing is, if you think of yourself as a victim, you will know that I was dealt a bad hand. Maybe in your childhood was a bad hand. Maybe you were born poor, or you were born with some defects, or something or the other. You were born. You can choose to think of yourself as a victim, but the problem is you may be, but problem is compared to others, your life starting point or some point may be bad. But if you think of it like that, then you will never be able to improve, never be able to grow, because you're like some external circumstances has done this, now I can't do it. The thing, everybody, you need to think there are a lot of people have gotten way more victimized than you have. They are way more of a victim, but they have grown out of it. So the changes is not in what the external things, only internal things are in your control. And internal things, whatever external things happen internally, you can always go better. There are way worse people, way way more people who have suffered way more, who have come out of things. You can do, everyone can, if you just feel, if you just feel responsible for yourself, nobody else is. And the way to do is um, it's do or how to change, how to, if your values are bad, if you are into money, if you are to change it, just find out the tasks or habits you would need to and do it. Based on atomic habits, just do a minimal thing to that habit. Just do whatever the minimum you can do. Just start. It's as you start, you will be automatically the action would give you motivation and motivation, and which will give you inspiration to do more. Because that you will see small rewards, which will be your motivation instead of waiting for the motivation, inspiration. Sixth chapter is about you are wrong about everything. This is about the exact thing I was talking about before. Ki we are wrong about all the things, mostly everything, because that's the mindset we need to go. Because that's when, if we think about, our brain would give us additional data and we can keep on figuring out stuff later, or from your politics, your philosophy, your profession, what makes you happy, your commitments, all those kind of things. You need to keep on going. Why do I like this? Why do? Because our human brain is very biased. It will tell you based on the data, it will try to find out answers even if you don't know anything. It will give you answers which you will be sure about because your data is just so small. It will still give you, it wants to give you answer, and it will. So the way to be less certain of yourself and question everything in life is just ask yourself, what if I am wrong? Whatever, yeah, whatever things, whatever you are very certain about, keep on in intervals of time. What if I'm wrong? And what would it mean if I'm wrong? If what values are dependent on my philosophy, my political legacy, and all that, what would it mean if we are wrong? And what if I'm wrong? Would it, if I accept that I'm wrong, would it create a better or a worse problem than my current problem for myself and others? Like you have bad some bad belief, some belief which is maybe nihilism or all those. Personally, I believe if you believe in nihilism, bad for you. It may be right, it may be wrong, but sometimes it's okay to be believe in few of the things which will make you and others happy, and it does not create a problem in your life when it's not changeable. Failure is the way forward is the seventh lesson. It talks about a failure success paradox in which there needs to be a minimum level of failures in what you do to achieve success. You can't achieve success without at least a minimal number of failures. Whoever, when you see all the social media videos, reels where you see how this guy became successful, it's a 2 minutes. They can't show all the failures of that person. If you read biographies, autobiographies of people, you will see all the failures they have faced. The most successful people have faced a lot of failures. Without failures there can be no part, no way forward. And the second last chapter is about importance of saying no. It talks about how rejection, you facing it and you giving it, is a very cruel thing. Say no to things you are not into. Say no to people you don't want to hang out with. Say, even in relationship, make your boundaries. You are responsible for your, don't be, it's like you are not responsible for your partner's emotions, problems, and value. All you can do is support them. You are only responsible for your own emotions, problems, and value. Nobody is responsible for those. When you think like that, it's way better to be, it's a way easier to be happy. It would, your partner needs to think like that too, because otherwise the expectations, because if you keep on being responsible for them, you'll feel guilt, you'll increase the expectations and their dependency on you. And whenever, if for a time, if you are busy and you are not there, they won't be able to cope. People need to, you need to support them to find their own strengths. Like for kids, people give them educations, they don't just don't hand them everything. They need to learn, educate, and all that. Even for your partner, it's the same. You can support them, you can help them find their own way to solve all of their problems regarding emotional, professional, and all those things, but you can't solve it for them. Right. And for relationships, he talks about how being honest is the best thing, even if it's bad. Uh, uh, if you are not honest, and the thing is, when you are with that person 24/7, if you're not honest, they will find out some way or the other. It may be about very small thing, but it's just that they can understand your, read your bodily movements, expressions, and all that, and they will be able to find out, and they may not commit you for it, and that will cause trust issues for bigger things, which will cause insecurities. Or be honest for even the small things, because that will give a, whenever you say something, a belief would come in. They will know that you are always truthful in a relationship. Then the last chapter, it's about and then you die. It's about death. How everything we do, most if not all of our values are based on, because we are scared of death. We are the only uh, organisms on earth who can, everyone has survival of the fittest, but we are the only organisms who can think about the survival in the future, in the past, and we can hypothesize our survival, hypothesize our life, and all that in our past and present. And it causes a lot of things. So there is a Bukowski, a psychologist, who wrote a book called Denial of Death. It is mostly about two things: death, terror. If we don't, because we know physically we can die, so we are all about value based immortality. Some of the ways is by uh, passing our values to our kids so that they can remember us doing good, great things in the world, so that they can, but when the death terror comes in, when we know ki we have not, we haven't done anything, we don't, we are not memorable, we haven't done anything, then the death terror comes in, which makes us, then we keep on rationalizing all the things, we get bad values and all, because those are all the things. So other thing, then these are all the immortality projects. I think people need to have those immortality projects, because that gives, that's our survival mechanism. And be trusting in those, the values are kind of based on immortality projects. You need to think of those and keep working on those, is what I understood. I may be wrong. The sunny side. And because he said one more thing, ki we are all going to die, all of us. What is it? That alone. Okay. I'm just gonna end it with a quote from Bukowski, which I loved, and I don't understand why the world is like that. I understand it, but it would be so great if this is the only quote which we are all going to die. All of us. What is it? That alone should make us love each other. But it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by life trivialities. We are eaten up. Nothing. This was the review of the book. There was a personal touch to it. Uh, I may have changed a lot of my, I have included a lot of my personal experiences, and maybe I may have understood it wrongly. You do personalize things. You do want to understand what you want to. I may read it again and may get more insight, exact insight later, but this is the insight I got and it's what I shared. So please don't wiki. I completely changed the book. I did not completely, but I slightly changed the values provided by the book according to what my own life beliefs are. Thank you. If you found value by this video, please like the video and you can check out latest video on my channel here for more content. Please subscribe to my channel Super Bro. Thank you.